Welcome everyone, my name is Jeff Oster. Today we'll be going through how to configure app volumes for Horizon on AVS. Let's get to it. Here we have a newly built server strictly for Horizon app volumes. You can see here we have our connection server and our app volume server. I've already downloaded the ISO for Horizon app volume, so let's go ahead and mount it. Go ahead and open. Go to the installation folder and run setup. Accept the license. And for this, we're going to choose App Volumes Manager, but Agent needs to be installed on any machine that applications will be running on. So we go ahead and let that installer go through. We're going to choose Local SQL Server Express Database just for this demo, but you can use an external database if you'd like. We're going to also allow port 80 through, just so we don't get too many errors with certificates. Next, install. Go ahead and let that finish up. Go ahead and click on Finish. We can go ahead and eject that ISO from Windows Explorer. And we'll hop over to the App Volumes Manager web console. Click on Get Started. We're just going to accept the default trial license for now. And here we need to register with Active Directory, so we go ahead and input our domain name. And then we need to put in the username and password for an account with administrative privileges. The default setting is LDAP S. That's always advisable to use. It's most likely going to fail here, so we'll probably have to switch to LDAP. There we go, we got a failure there. We don't have it configured, so we'll switch to LDAP, which is insecure, so I don't recommend this in the production environment. Click Register. See, we have our domain registered here. Click on Next. And here we need to add administrative roles, so for this, we're just going to do domain admins. We have a VDI admin user in that group right now, but this can be modified to any group you need. So go ahead and click on Assign. Next. And here we need to add our vCenter server integration. So you can enter a host name or you can enter your IP address. And then your vCenter credentials. For AVS, it'd be Cloud Admin. And your password can be retrieved from the Azure portal. You also need to uncheck issue mount operations to ESXi server since AVS doesn't support logging into ESXi directly. Click on Save. Go to Next. And storage for packages, we're going to choose our vSAN data store. This can also be a NetApp file store or any data stores that you have. And then for writable volumes, we're also going to choose the same data store. These can be different, just depends on your environment. Click on Next. We're going to import them in the background and click on Set Defaults. So the default settings for storage that we'll configure. And now we just need to upload the templates to vCenter. So we make sure Use vCenter is selected there. And then we're going to select all of the boxes on the right and click on Upload. And click Upload again. And here is just some general settings for the App Volume Manager. Everything looks good for this demo, so we're just going to leave it as is. You can click here for the Customer Experience Program. Now we can go ahead and create our first application. So we're in the Applications area. We go ahead and click on Create. I'm going to go ahead and give it a name of Office Tools. Give it a description and uncheck RDS since we're not using RDS in this environment. Click Create. Now we can name a package. So we're going to call this PDF Reader because we will be installing a PDF reading utility. Again, you can give it a description so you know what it is and what you've uploaded. Click on create. We're also going to do in the background and click on create. Now we can click on packages. See, it's unpackaged currently. Let's go ahead and expand it. Click on package. And we're going to choose, search for a server that has the agent installed, where we're going to install the application. So let's choose this server that's not doing anything at the moment. Click on start packaging. Now we can switch over to that server or computer. You'll see a pop-up down below that's ready for you to start installing the application. Do not close that until you're done with the installation. Let's browse to the application installer. Let that install, uncheck launch, and then we'll click on OK once we're done. Yes. We can give it a version number and a name. Click finalize. And then it's asking to restart. It's got to finish a few more configurations once we restart. So let's go ahead and get that done. We'll log back in. You see package successful. So we can close that and go back to our app volumes. Now you see it's enabled and there's a version number. So now we want to get that assigned to users. So we click on applications, expand our office tools, and click on assign. And we're going to assign this to a user, a standard user that we have, VDI user. Select it, and then make sure you choose package under assignment type. And assign. And assign again. Now we have our package ready and assigned to a user. Let's go see if we can get it opened up. So now we can navigate to the Horizon web client that we have. We log in as that user. You see we have app pool right there. That's where the applications are installed on the pools. Let that log in. And you see it right on the desktop there, Foxit PDF Reader. That's the application that we just deployed without having to touch the golden image or anything like that. Let's go ahead and open it up, make sure it's successful. Click on Not Now. Go ahead and make it your default or not. All right, it opened up just fine. So now we can close it. You can log out of the machine and disconnect from the system. And there you have it. App volume configuration for Horizon on AVS. Thank you for watching.